Okay. Do you want something sweet or do you want something mean? Oh no, you know what? I've been wanting to ask this question. I haven't been able to. You're gonna answer it, yes? If I asked you to sing for me, would you?
Oh no.
Yo.
Wait, I don't know how much time we have left.
Very little.
Okay, I'm gonna ask this clincher of a question. Speaking of politically correct questions, what ethnicity do you think I am?
What kind of question is that?
You can go skin color first and then ethnicity. Try it.
What race or ethnicity do you think I am based on my voice? I can't wrap my head around why you would ask that question.
It's an odd
Race?
question, but not a bad question.
I don't know. You're from too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? How does she know that? Wait, yeah, how does she know that?
Who's giving all this information away? What happened?
She knows.
What the hell?
So that helps your odds.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know.
You gotta say something. I mean, isn't that in the rules? Must answer question.
Yeah, like you answered the pickup line one.
You can't set yourself up like that.
Hey, you literally like tossed yourself up for a volleyball spike. Just
Toss yourself up your fragile cheeks.
No, I don't know. You really could be anything. I don't know.
time's up.
Saved by the bell, bro. Saved by the bell.
That's why you were saying Saved by the Bell?
Hey, Harold.
Time starts now.
Hi.
Okay. How's it
Well,
going?
so you're looking nice today.
Dang, coming out with the charm, jeez.
I mean, it is how you should start every date.
Thank you.
A little nicer than me right now, but I made an effort.
That's great. I know I would compliment something of yours, but your voice sounds really great, Harold.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've ever heard that.
Since she complimented both Dale's voice and Harold's voice, I think there's only one conclusion I can make about my voice. It's so hot that she didn't want to get distracted by it in the date.
Jordan's voice is too hot. He must hide it away from everyone he sees.
Yeah, too many girls would be into me if I used my real voice.
And not your ethnically,
Ambiguous?
yeah, you're ethnically ambiguous.
I heard that Jordan ran out of time with the questions, so would you like to start with the question, or should I?
You can start. Go ahead.
I try to make these fun, but they still help us get to know each other a bit. So,
Yeah.
do you ever make yourself laugh out loud in public, but you try to hold it in so that you don't look crazy around your friends?
There's only one way you can answer this question, Harold. What the freak were you thinking asking this?
What do you mean?
Like,
You could say yes or no.
yeah, it's not I mean, okay, there's two ways you can answer this. It's like a weirdest freak question because it's like, hey, have you ever dropped the soap in the shower? I don't know. Has that ever happened in the history of you? It's just like a weird way to start off. I'm docking Harold minus 10 points.
You know, we should make another one where we go on dates with each other, and it's still a competition.
Like that?
Yeah, I guess. Yes, that has happened before. Yes.
Does it happen often?
I don't know if it happened often. No. But it's happened. And the worst part is when I start laughing and nobody, like people chuckle, but they don't really laugh a lot. And I just can't stop laughing.
I understand that.
Yeah. I'm glad you're not judging me. But can I ask you a question?
Yes, of course.
Oh, here, you can make me laugh. Tell me your most embarrassing story.
Well, I'm sorry that I'm going to have to say this on video now, but one time I was, I think, 12. We were at a graduation party for one of my sister's friends, and it was over by a little koi pond. and somebody else at the party had a dog, a little Chihuahua. And he was like nice to everybody, but I must have done something to make him think I wanted to play or something, because he started barking at me and running after me. And I ran and I panicked completely at that point and jumped in the pond.
Oh no!
I don't remember this at all.
And I'll just lie, dude. He's using the dog strategy, made up a story.
Make up a story about a tiny, cute dog and tiny, cute Harold jumping in a koi pond. Who of our friends has a koi pond?
What would you do differently now that you're older and much wiser nowadays?
I'd still probably panic and jump in the koi pond.
Speaking of questions with one answer, would you still jump into the koi pond? Now that you've seen this video, Anna Clara, what would you ask differently?
Right in the comments below.
What's something in life that you did wrong, but you're not really sorry for it?
Aw, that's so hard. Recently, I mean, this is just petty, okay? And it's really funny to me, Harold. Again, don't judge me, Harold. I have a twin sister, and we're here in quarantine together in a lovely apartment, which is not enough room for both of us. It's fine. She's vegan, and because she's vegan, she gets to have Oreos. My parents buy her Oreos, and my parents are kind of like strict about having sweets in the house. I know I'm an adult, but like we can't have sweets in the house or anything like that.
Do you need help? Do you need me to call child services right now? Because, like,
No,
I can get you out.
Some people just don't want to work, and so they just eat what their parents buy. Honestly, I would do that, but...
Anna Clara, forget what Dale's saying. If you need help, hit your boy up in the DMs. I'll ship you to Russia or something in a box.
But my sister gets Oreos, and I don't want Oreos, Harold. So I walked into her room and I asked for an Oreo, and she did not give me any Oreos. I wanted one Oreo, Harold, but she was on a Skype call. She's like a tutor, so she was like tutoring kids. So I knew she wasn't going to be able to fight me because she was on a call and had to look professional. So I walked in her room during the call and I just stole a whole pack of Oreos and I ate a grand total of most of it because I knew she was going to be mad at me anyways. And so while I know that's like wrong, I'm really okay with it.
Well, if that's the worst that there is, then yeah, you're not a bad person. You're like a revolutionary standing up against the oppression.
Thank you, Harold. You know what? +1 for you. I'm just kidding. I kind of want to ask you the same question back. Yeah, what's something you've done wrong?
One time, my neighbor, he burns wood in his backyard because we have a lot of trees over in our yards over here. They're pretty large. And so when storms roll through and branches fall off, sometimes we just burn them to save the shipping companies like the trouble of taking all of our stuff away. And when
she was like, okay, I don't need to know your supply chain logistics. Just like, he's like, it wouldn't be economically profitable for us to call the company here. So she's like, okay.
Now let me explain what feces here is.
all the smoke from it was blowing into our backyard and all the ash and all that. And so I was supposed to be like out doing the lawn and all that all day, but instead I kind of like pretended to not be feeling up to it, not be all right, because I didn't want to be out there breathing in all the smoke all day. I noticed that he has a lot of poison ivy in his yard. And I don't know if he could like accidentally burn some of that. I don't know how careful he is. So I just really didn't want to risk it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That's fine.
So, that really is fine because, you know, Harold's just choosing a time when he did something for his own safety that she's not going to look bad at him again.
Okay. Do you want something sweet or do you want something mean? Oh, no, you know what? I've been wanting to ask this question. I haven't been able to. You're going to answer it. Yes?
This is the death. This is the moment of death. Famous last words, dude. Oh, this is the... Oh, I always forget to ask
this question. I think this is the question that she was going to ask me, but then she got cut off.
If I asked you to sing for me, would you?
Oh, no.
Yeah, you have to say yes. You're trying to impress me.
Yeah, well...
have to say yes.
I guess that I really do have to. I would have to say yes.
All right,
But
Harold, sing for me.
you have to promise not to leave the call and run away.
Deal.
So, do you have any suggestions?
No, sing anything your heart desires. You're trying to run out the clock, Harold.
Because you know he was trying to.
Yeah, he's like,
I can't think of any songs.
Oh, yeah, what's music?
Do they have music in Brazil? Can you teach me some?
I could think of something. 1 minute. Something that my vocal range could handle.
Okay, hurry.
Do you know the song Death of a Bachelor?
Yeah.
Well, she knew the
Do
song.
I look lonely? I see the shadows on my face. People have told me I don't look the same. Maybe I've lost weight. I'm playing hooky with the best of the best. Put my heart out my chest so that you can see it too. I'm walking the long road, watching the sky fall. The lace in your dress tingles my neck. How can I live the death of a bachelor? Oh, how can I feel it? Sorry, I lost words. But
Harold, that was.
death. What'd you say?
Keep going. Keep going.
Death.
Rip. Bro, rest in peace, bro.
There you go, Harold. Cut her off. Just
Get it, Harold.
keep going.
Get it.
Make her pay for it. She asked for this.
He's like, "Stop!" Oh, sorry. After you.
I didn't hear you.
Oh,
I
the
was
sound
just
of
singing
my own
as per
voice.
your request.
Lifetime of laughter at the expense of a death of a bachelor.
Yo, what was that little giggle she just did to herself? He really went far with this. I'm so cruel and evil. All these power over these three boys, and I choose to use it for evil.
Harold, that was beautiful. Beautiful.
I just want to say real quick,
Yeah.
Harold has actually come a very long way when it comes to singing. It used to be extremely toned down. This was much, much better.
Now that you shared that context, I can appreciate this much more.
That's like a +10 right there.
Well, thank you, but you can't tell anybody in my family that I did because, time's up.
Ah, what a
Just
shame.
just in time.
More like a minute too late.
Yeah, Harold's like just in time.
Wanna be goat like Michael. I wanna be like.
Fellas, we did it. How did it go?
Well, we didn't get through all the questions at all, but I think it went well.
Yeah. So just to clarify for the viewers, she's in the other room judging, and a little nerve-wracking. I don't know. She seemed to hate us all.
So if you had to guess who won, who would you think won?
That's a good question. Yeah.
I have no idea because I have no semblance of how either of yours went. I caught maybe like 5 seconds of Jordan's where he was like Saved by the Bell.
Yeah.
So
I got
think it's safe to assume.
I heard the intro of Dale's and the outro of Harold's, but like
What do you hear from mine?
I heard you singing, and then that was it. Like for
You
a
were
split
singing?
second.
What? That wasn't the outro. That was far from the end of mine.
No, it was like the very end of your notes. Because I timed it, right? I was like, okay, 44.
I told you, Jordan, you're not timing.
Okay,
Man,
but
what a cheap,
Yeah,
cheating
Jordan's a cheap
scum.
cheater.
No, it's not
Jordan's a
cheating.
fake.
No!
Jordan's a fake.
No! Okay, enough
you,
of this.
You had to get the reaction thing.
Enough
We
about
were
me. Who do we think won? Back to Harold's important question.
No.
No.
Look,
This
she's
is
gonna come back soon. We need to know like what we think. Okay, so what do you guys think? Who won? Dale, you go first.
Who do you think lost by default because they're disqualified?
No, it's not cheating. Because here's the reason it's not cheating. Because I had already gone. So there's
Here's
no
the
way
reason
I could.
I started cheating.
No,
I
there was no way I could have like heard anything that would have helped my date. Because I would have had to go back in
Jordan
time, kill my
decided that
previous version of
because
myself. Who do you think won, Dale?
Okay,
Tell
who do
me.
we think won?
Dale, you go first. It's okay
I'm
to say
confident
yourself.
in myself.
Yeah, it's okay to say yourself. Okay.
Jordan, who do you think won?
I think Dale won.
Huh. Nice.
Harold screwed.
Harold, who do you think won?
Honestly, Dale, you are the best at carrying a conversation.
Okay, wait. She's back. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry, Anna Clara. We were just talking about how we thought that went. Just doing some water cooler talk. Nothing disrespectful.
Anything I should know so I can do an extra
no.
minus
We were
one?
just
Yes.
debating. We were
In
just
fact.
we were just debating. Okay, the reason they're pissed is I caught the tail end of Harold when I was coming in after the timer. So they think that's cheating, but I'd already gone on my date, so there's no way it would have affected.
Hold on to your pride.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm nice. No, the lowest score was a 6 on any of them.
Okay.
Out of 10?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's terrible. I average at least
it's a
no,
passing
I'm
grade if it's your minor.
Jordan, be careful. She can still alter your score.
Okay, so enthusiasm was the first one, right? And Harold won by a long shot. You guys didn't see it. So Harold got a 10. Harold,
Jeez.
Dang,
Harold
smoking.
sang. So I asked him if he could sing. He did, and he went like all out, and he sang like way more than I thought he was. I thought he was gonna half-heartedly sing a little bit, but he sang all of it. And he was like open to answering all the questions. So good job, Harold.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How did I not hear that?
So humble too.
I gave Dale an 8. You were like really nice and like showing you were open to like chatting about whatever. So that was really nice. And I gave Jordan a 7. You got the lowest score, Jordan.
Yonks. Well, I do have a monotone voice.
You would think that the ugliest people are the most enthusiastic. So Jordan, take that as you will. I'm trying to help him. Stop.
Get out of here, Harold. Get out of here.
She had absolutely blasted the perfect 10, Harold.
The ugliest Harold.
But I can respect flaming roast. So.
Not Harold. Easy. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll have to see when the cameras turn on. Okay, sorry. Keep it talking.
I will not be judging appearances, guys. Everyone did well. Although I think this was the lowest scored category.
Wow, we're comedians.
Jordan, you keep trying to participate. You won this one. You got a 9.
Whoa, the
I'm not
funniest
surprised
man in
about
the
that,
room.
honestly.
Yeah, Jordan, you do value comedy the most.
I was just thinking today how unfunny I am, so that really means a lot, Anna Clara.
Yeah, sure, Jordan. I'm done judging, so you don't have to try to pretend to be humble anymore, Jordan. That's okay. Dale, I gave you a 7, and Harold, I gave you a 6.
Yonks. That's the reverse. I thought it would be the opposite.
I didn't really pull from a reservoir of wit during the conversation.
But okay. No, you guys are both, everyone was really witty. I mean, you guys were like, Dale and Harold, you guys were just talking more than just trying to like bouncing around. Like you guys gave me some more substance. So I keep trying to
Take that, Jordan.
I
Get
know.
over here.
I keep trying to
the next?
personality is the next one. Dale and Harold got an 8 and Jordan got a 7. Which is
What? By 1 point?
honestly, I might even change you to a 6, Jordan. Not because you did poorly, just comparatively, Dale and Harold had
No,
better.
that's fair. That's fair.
No.
That's fair.
That's
Yeah.
often the cost for wit.
It's like,
I
oh, he's
learned that
all
in the first
jokes.
half of my life.
Under all those jokes is a sad, sad man.
Dale and Harold told really good stories. Harold told the best stories, and Dale gave like showed an openness and like talked about things that like I felt like mattered for him. And again, Jordan, I don't want to say you didn't have any substance, but you were witty.
At least there was wit.
No, everyone's great. I actually, when we started, like the first like 2 minutes, I put it like a little heart, like a check mark by your name, Jordan. You were doing really well. So.
Oh, that's good to hear. That's good to hear.
Oh, he got a check mark.
Everyone got a check mark. Chill.
Ha! Everyone got a check mark, Jordan.
I got a heart.
Special.
She said I got a heart, bro. What do you think
What?
that means?
No, okay, a heart, like meaning a check mark, okay? Don't read into it. Everyone said confidence was next, so I gave Dale and Harold an 8. And then Jordan, I had you at either a 9 or a 6. Because either you're really confident or you're really insecure, but you were definitely giving me.
Bro, replay the footage. Let's see. Let's judge that right now. No, that's it. That's an interesting dichotomy. I never thought about it like that. Like, you could either be really confident or really insecure.
And then what date again? I said yes to all of you. This is a hard question, you guys.
Yeah, let's see how appearance changes it.
No, I'm fine. I think I would still say yes to all of you. For in really different ways though. So I think Harold would be best for like a long-term relationship, or like we'd be good friends. Jordan, I said you'd be great. Like it'd be fun to date you. Like it'd be fun to go on dates with you. Just sweet also. And then Dale was the winner. If I had to choose someone, I would choose Dale.
Yes! Yo! What? Was that with the added rubric, or was that just like who you would choose?
Actually, no. Dale lost by his rubric, but I was Dale.
Okay, wait. So who won?
Hold up. One second.
Stop
That
the
was pretty
footage.
good.
Wait, who won by the
Okay,
rubric?
so-
I'm curious here.
Well, I was told
Wait,
that I won.
let the
and
judge
so I-
speak. Let the judge speak. Man, you guys are too eager.
I didn't add them up.
Yeah, let's see, because I bet friendly neighborhood Jordan might win this one.
Yeah, Dale got a 30. Harold got a 31. And Jordan got a 33.
Wait, I got a 33. Dang, so I won by rubric.
Out of
Well,
46.
This is a dilemma.
No, I think Dale won because it really matters the overall impression. But by Dale's rubric, I won. Now that tells you Dale is attracted to me.
Very logical.
Well, yeah, I mean, it would make sense why we were friends for so long.
I'd say that
We're friends.
so it might be fair to say that Dale won this one.
Wait.
Yeah, no, I think Dale won. Yeah.
I don't know. Now I'm nervous to turn on my video camera.
Yeah, she takes it all back.
Today, my face just looks like a butt. I'm sorry. 3, 2, 1. Hello,
Dale,
it's me.
your face doesn't look like a butt. It looks great.
What looks great?
Your
Your
face.
Oh,
Step in a frame,
time for you
Harold.
to see Harold.
Enter with your butt first, please. What?
Hey,
Hello,
Carbon
Here's the
Harold.
man
copy.
you called ugly.
I did not call you.
Be careful who you call.
oh yeah.
Right. Well, there's only one person left to see.
Hello.
Hello, Jordan. How's it going?
I think Jordan should get -5 points for wearing pajama pants with his best
F
shirt.
you, dude.
No, you guys said very, very disappointing. Thank you for doing that dance though. I hope it makes it to the final edit.
It does.
Oh my god, I'm holding the dog. Yeah, I'm
Yep.
not judging you anymore, Dale. You got the plus. Very cute.
Well, I mean, it's my dog too.
Bro.
So.
Do you have any advice for our viewers about doing these virtual Zoom dates?
Don't make it a virtual date. Dale I think ultimately won because I kind of forced the questions with you other two. I felt like it was more on the questions, but I just felt like it was like natural with Dale. We didn't really need the questions. I just kind of went there because I wanted to say ask them, but it was definitely more of a flowing conversation. Dale seemed the most nervous out of all three of you though, but no, you three were charming. It was great. Yeah, I don't know. Don't compete with your guy friends. I know that's not what you guys are doing. It's all for comedy and stuff.
We'll send it to you.
Yeah, well, thank you for helping us out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys are doing this comedy thing because you guys think you're funny? I'm just confused about that. You guys think you're funny? I'm just confused about that.